What's going on, y'all? In this video, all we got is the present moment. The future is a scam, a psyop. The past is just in your imagination. It's just in your memory. We all live a singular individual game of life. We're all one person. We all have unique life experiences. So your memories, your imagination, your past is literally your past. Now, it is good to observe the past if you're doing it for shadow work. If you're observing the negatives of your life, your situation, what you've been through, if you're doing that shit for shadow work and to improve yourself right now in the present, and then be able to share and help others improve, then that's when observing the past is a benefit. But I just want to let y'all know we have the future, the present, I should say. We have the present moment right here, right now. The future is literally just a concept. That's the real mind fuck. The future. Thinking about what is going to happen years from now, months from now, what you want to do, how you want to do it, just living in the future, imagining the future. Now, of course, it's good to imagine yourself and what you want to be, then have a goal to work toward. But just, I'm a thinker. So I get these videos to y'all because it be some shit that's just boom, it come up to my mind like, oh, I get it. It be a revelation. So I'm a huge thinker. I'm always thinking in the future. I'm always thinking ahead. But then you realize that shit, you spend so much time thinking ahead. Look at all the time that some would say wasted, but it kind of could be time wasted if you know you have a goal, something that you want, something, a way that you want to be living, something you know you want to be doing, and you just done spent a lot of years thinking about it, imagining it. Now, again, do the work in the present. That's all we can do. All we can do is tune our mind, tune our imagination into the present moment and start doing the action. The past is for reflecting, the future is for imagination and preparation, but the present is for action. All right? Just want to make that shit clear because, we live in this world and they always are going to talk about the future. They always going to tell you about the future. They always going to tell you what the right hand is doing and you don't see what the left hand is doing, which is how they're affecting your reality right now, modern day. And I truly don't even want to say, I'm going to say it because it's on my mind, human governmental slavery going on modern day. Essentially, y'all, the only thing that you can really calculate and know for certain is that the government and the police and the military of this world are literally strong arming the citizens of this planet. That's the one thing that we know for certain. Fuck all of the shit they say is gonna happen, all of the numbers, all the history, all the shit they said happened in the past. That's the one thing we know for certain is that you're literally under governmental control, a society that is based in time. And when you really examine time, it's a man-made, fictitious, calculating system of life, of nature. And so that's that. But essentially, y'all, they just have created this reality that we all live in and then have us so attached to either the past, attached to history, or attached to thinking about the future. Especially thinking about a better future. That's really where they steer y'all to hell. Because if you're thinking about a better future, meanwhile, the present is slowly being eroded. Basically, look at it this way, y'all. This is for my people that want freedom, want health, want happiness, want peace in the world. You want to see people good. You want to see life being happy. You must understand that the level of freedom on the planet is slowly going away. It's becoming more of a surveillance state, a police state, an authoritarian state, heavy military power and heavy police power. Therefore, the freedom, the morality is getting lower and lower. Therefore, the morale, the overall happiness and expression of the citizens is going to be getting lower and lower and lower. So that's what's going on in the present. So if you think that there's going to be a better future when that's already happening in the present, that's just not the case. Worldwide, it will never, ever happen until in the present, if us as humans just acknowledge the whole system and how really bad and fucked up and unnatural it is, and it's going a 10 times more unnatural direction with AI, computers, and surveillance and the internet age. So Yes, I just want to make that shit very clear, because the future, if you do like forecast it and look into it for the collective of all of us, it's definitely going to be a lot more sadness, anger, and suffering for the collective masses of the world who are ignorant to the changes, ignorant to the things that are taking place right now in the present. But that's also how religion traps your mind. I know it's Lent and Ramadan for my Christians and my Muslims that's fasting and giving something up for 40 and 30 days. But yeah, do what you do. I had this thought earlier as I was talking to a Muslim bro at work. Fucking religions are just like pre-selected spirituality. It's like getting a custom-made template of your spiritual belief system, and it's already hand-picked for you. Like getting a fucking pizza that's already built for you rather than doing to build your own pizza. That's true, I ain't gonna say true spirituality, but that's the unique, that's your individual spirituality, how you come to your own conclusions of this life. And that's truly who I know I'm talking to, the free-minded, the free thinkers. But even if you are in a religion, even if you subscribe to a religion, your family, your friends, if you've been in a religion your whole life, I'm not here to really like take you from that. But the amount of logic that I'm gonna just apply to this game of life probably just really start to have you looking at religion in a whole different perspective. But in this video, I just really want to tackle that idea of the present moment. The ever-looming present moment. It's fleeting. It's really damn near not even, well, shit. The past just happens to be the past every second that goes by, but the present is vibration. We are all vibration. We are all here. We are all, I ain't even gonna say we're all one, because we are fucking separate in the human body. We're all one when we die. We're all one in the realm that we came from. We're all one from that spiritual unitedness, that collective consciousness of souls, of energy, of infinite divine mystery, of life, of God. That's where we're all one. But being birthed down into the human body, for one, when two people come together and create a baby, have a baby, create a human, they're really attaching a soul. You're tethering a soul to a human body. A divine spark of consciousness is now tethered into a human body for a finite period of time, birth to death. So that's really what it means to have a baby, to create a human being on this planet. You're tethering a soul, a random soul surfing through the cosmos, whether they wanted to sign up and come to Earth for a purpose, or whether they just, maybe that's actually how it is. If a parent or the baby or the fucking couple has just random lustful sex and then end up having a baby, then maybe that's when it's just a random soul gets snatched down and didn't even ask to come into life. But when two people come together and consciously, proactively choose to have a baby and create a child, then that soul that they get is 9 times out of 10 a soul that's gonna be like, I have a mission. I want to go back to Earth. I want to do it. I need to fulfill something. I need something to see. And then the infinite collective intelligence of life organizes it and makes you have your parents that you have. Y'all know if y'all parents planned y'all or not. You know if you was an accident baby or not. And you may have just been a random soul that didn't ask to fucking come down to this human earth plane. Yet you're tethered to a human body. All right? Now, again, I told y'all we can blame our ego for everything, because the ego is the reason that we're still alive. The ego is the reason that we eat food. The ego is the reason that we keep the body going, right? Because we're inside of the human body. Your soul, awareness, consciousness, speaking, you use your whole free will to speak and generate words out of your mouth. And free will creates your actions. So, like, you come to this conclusion through deduction, right? I don't even just have to tell you that you're a soul, but you can deduce it because you are the seer. You are the seer and the seen, the flesh, the body. The self is kind of just the totality, but the I am God. You are God. We are God separated into the flesh, separated into separate entities and bodies. But we're all God expressing itself through the human physical body. Now, you religious folk and religious folk in general may not like to hear that. May not like to hear me saying I am God and you are God. But what else are you? A person? A human, a man, a woman? Is that what you are? Or are you God? Are you pure infinite awareness, the pure divine mystery, the spark inside of the human body? So that's just to tackle the spirituality of it all. But getting back down to the present moment thought is because, like, literally, if you want success, if you want change, you have to do it right now in the present. You literally have to tune your thoughts and start thinking like the way that you want to be, thinking like the reality that you want to have, doing the thing now that you know is going to get you to the reality that you want to have, or start doing the thing now that you want to be doing in the future. But if it's something that you don't want in the future, don't be fucking doing it now. Don't be resonating on those thoughts right now if you don't want to be thinking those thoughts in the future. And again, like, it is positive ways to look at the future, but I want to let y'all know it's a fucking psyop. The future is a scam because it never comes. It don't exist. It's just the present at all times. That's why years of your life could go by and now you in your mid-20s, your 30s, and you like, shit, life just done passed me up. And now I'm getting older. Now I'm aging. Now I can see it on me. Now I can see it on those around me. Now, aging is a beautiful thing because we grow in consciousness. We literally have new information, new perspective, all of the good things that come with aging, that come with growth, right? But I don't want y'all to be so stuck in the past, so stuck identifying with the past, identifying with the trauma that happened to you, identifying with how somebody treated you, identifying with an embarrassing moment in your life. Remember, y'all, shame is rooted in sadness. It has no utilitarian value, no technical use. Nothing good comes from shameful thoughts, shameful thinking, and shameful actions. Guilt, on the other hand, rooted in anger. Now, if you're feeling guilty, it's 9 times out of 10 that you're a little bit angry about something that you know you should be doing. You think you should be doing something you want to be doing. Guilt can be transmuted. All right? I want to say that shit. The same thing with regret and embarrassment. All of that shit is useless. It's useless human shit. It's useless human attachment. It's your ego. It's your fucking ego that is embarrassed, that is shameful, that is guilty for whatever. All right? So you can always blame your ego. That's actually a very quick solution. Same way as being grateful. You can just blame your ego at every second. Just be like, oh, it's my ego. Ice Cube actually got a song, and I haven't even listened to it since I done been thinking about this new concept of, oh, it's my ego. It's your ego that's going to get you to have the faith that you need to have. It's your ego that's going to get you to create in the present moment. It's your ego that's going to get you to produce. It's your ego that's going to get you to write that song. It's your ego that's going to get you to make those words rhyme. It's your ego that's going to get you to go work out in the gym. It's your ego that's going to get you to attract the mate that you want to attract. It's your ego that's going to get you that money that you want. And it's also your ego that's making you feel down, sad, negative, depressed. It is your ego. All right? It is your fucking ego. Now, in the present moment, that's what I still haven't said what I really wanted to say. Goddamn, y'all. It is okay to be angry. It is absolutely okay to be angry. And I'm going to damn near say that it's not okay to be sad because, again, sadness is rooted in shame. Sadness is rooted in fear. Of course, this world is going to make you sad one way or another, but you always have the choice of how you react, how you see a situation, how you choose to look at it. But anger, if you allow and accept anger, that shit to me is better than being sad, truly. Sadness is rooted in depression. Anger is rooted in guilt, fire, tension, but anger can change your reality. Be real with yourself when you are angry, when you are mad at life, when you are mad at your situation, when you just really want to change something, when you are angry at yourself, angry for how you did this, angry how you did that, guilty for how you did it. All right? Those emotions are good. So if y'all are angry, I just want you to acknowledge it. If you walk around a little angry, if you be angry at work, if you be angry at your spouse, if you be angry at your parents, angry at your kids, I want you to acknowledge it. I want you to accept it. I want you to use that anger and flow because anger allows you to be focused. Happiness will have you all jumping around, doing this, doing that. Shit. It's a little medium emotion between sadness. It's not sad, it's not anger, and it's not happiness. It's just like blankness. It's just people really just be in the moment, just passing by, just having a blank, restless emotion. I wonder what that shit is rooted in. I think the emotion that I was looking for is indifference. It's basically like you're not sad, you're not angry, or you're not happy. You're just indifferent, neutral. And that shit is really like probably at least you're not going to manifest like negative energy and negative people towards you with hate and fucking aggression towards you, because you're not giving that energy out like a sad or angry person is. But you also not going to attract no good and happy shit into your life. You're going to attract somebody saying, hey, life, right? Ain't this some shit? You're going to get shit like that in your life. Real ambiguous type of thought and energy. So yeah, being indifferent, it's good to be stoic, nonchalant, and detached. But that don't mean you're indifferent, because indifferent just means really like you don't care about anything. You're just doing it because you or have been told to do it, or you just program your mind to get up and go to work, to be in a relationship, to be a parent, but you're indifferent to whatever happens. Therefore, some shit is bound to happen that you're not gonna want. So that's why, yeah, you definitely want to choose and know what you want. A lot of us know what we don't want and we shield ourselves from that, but to know exactly what you want is a whole new step. And to know how you want to get it, again, it comes down to decision and desire. Two principles in Think and Grow Rich: decision and desire. Again, I told y'all, desire is rooted in want, is rooted in the lower chakras, is rooted in contentment in the present moment. And goddamn, y'all, incontentment and dissatisfaction, that shit is the absolute killer of your joy. Not comparison, even though comparison is probably rooted in those two things. But when you discontent with your life, that's the tricky thing about being a content creator. They make you want to be a content creator and thinking that that's going to be the change and the good thing in your life, but then it makes you end up being discontent. That's the underlooming thing of being a content creator. You become discontent with your life. So yeah, delight is that other end of desire, being in the present moment, happy and good and grateful, right? But desire, on the other hand, is rooted in discontent and dissatisfaction. And that shit is really what'll have you like mad at your life, mad at your appearance, mad at your situation. And then you'll be looking back on some pictures some years ago like, damn, why was I so mad? Why was I so upset? I looked healthier, I looked good, everything seemed okay. But damn, I was angry back then. Damn, I was just mad at life or myself. That's because you was living in discontent, dissatisfaction. So you absolutely want to find a way to first be grateful and then start blaming your ego. Stop blaming everybody else. Even stop blaming the presidents, politicians, governors, and whoever has made this world and system so fucked up. Just blame your ego, because you are absolutely participating in it and keeping the shit going by you not rebelling and turning up against it. So blame your ego for all of the shit you see, all of the shit that you go through. Because for one, you're just choosing to stay alive in life. So what is the point of me telling you all of this? Is ultimately to get you some spiritual contentment and some spiritual ease, right? Spiritual ease. Because I could understand, y'all, appearance and finances and all of the things in life that can make you as a soul having a human experience upset at your physical world, upset at your physical reality. You know what I'm saying? How you look, whatever fucking cards you got dealt with at birth about your physical appearance, or the parents, the family that you was born into, or your love life. And ultimately, it just be shit that you mad about from the past, things that you regret, or things that you want to change right now in the fucking present moment. Now, I just want to offer y'all the ease, right? When it comes to all of the shit that I'm saying, discontentment, dissatisfaction, just want you to have the spiritual ease in the present moment, because that's all you have. It's like if you thinking that happiness or contentment or being satisfied is going to come in the future, it'll never come if you don't get it now. Because it's easy to just be like, you can tune and make yourself happy just by thinking about the future. And that's what a lot of people survive on. Thinking about the future, how good it's going to be, how happy they're going to be, how much everything just going to be flowing. Then you can just sit back like, the future. right? And there's all other things that make us content and happy. Smoking weed, drinking alcohol, eating food, that shit just make you content and happy in a moment, but you 9 times out of 10 got some underlooming anger that's gonna pop up because of the dissatisfaction and discontentment with your life in the present moment. All right? So, a lot of words. I just wanted to share this with y'all. All we got is the present moment. The future don't exist, and the past is the past. The past is your individual imagination and brain. You don't have to bring the past up anymore. You don't have to identify with the past. You don't have to be a person that is tied and affected modern day by shit that happened to you in the past. Nobody knows your past. You're meeting people for the first time, then you start thinking about your past or bringing it up. You don't need to do that. That shit probably gives you the adverse effect of what you're thinking it's going to give you by mentioning and bringing up your past to somebody. All right? All right. I love y'all. Stay godlike.